Well, great. I guess first off, can you kind of just tell me your name and then also tell me how what your role is with the Parking Lot Social?
Sure, yeah. Danielle Hodge, and I am the event manager for the Parking Lot Social.
Cool. I guess first off, when I first was reading through all of this, I was just kind of curious. I mean, where did the initial idea for this come from? I mean, obviously, I know we have the pandemic happening, but when and where did this kind of seed get planted?
Yeah. XL Event Lab is an event company, and they've got a lot of really cool entertainment underneath their belt. And so one of their companies is the Big Bounce America, which is a traveling tour. And since we were kind of put on hold because of everything that's going on, the owners got really creative and brainstormed and thought of an idea to kind of keep the inflatable move going, but have it where it's, I guess, inflatable entertainment, but it's got a lot going on. You've got the drive-through movie theater, karaoke, and the list goes on.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Talk to me a little bit about kind of what I mean, I know that the one here is like 250 cars, so like what have been the types of venues that you guys had to kind of seek out to make these events happen?
Well, we've got relationships from the other events that we've done, so we've kind
Gotcha.
of reached back out to them. We also were scheduled to have a tour with some of the other events that we had, and with that being canceled, we kind of just piggybacked off of that.
Okay.
And we just kept those relationships open, pretty much.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I saw. I specifically was really intrigued by the wristbands that you guys are using with the for social distancing and stuff. But can you kind of talk to me a little bit about some of the specific things you're doing with the Parking Lot Social to ensure that social distancing happens? Yeah.
For social distancing, we're making sure we do have the contactless. As soon as they pull up, we can scan their ticket.
Mm,
And then when it comes to ordering food, you can pre-order your food through an app, which will give you some time to kind of hang out in your car until your food is ready. And then you can go over their social distance lines over by the food trucks, and then you can pick up your food and head right back on over to your car.
okay. Gotcha. Cool. Talk to me a little bit about I personally am really curious about like the karaoke and those events. How are and trivia and stuff like that? How are
Yeah.
these interactive events going to work with people being in their cars?
Yeah, so it's kind of done as a collective.
Mhm.
The DJ will kind of throw a song out there, and everybody's kind of singing from their car. You can honk your horn and get active that way. You can. Some people kind of hang out their car or kind of get out and stand right next to it, which is okay.
Yeah.
We do advise everyone to keep their mask on, obviously, while they're out of their vehicles. With the trivia, same thing. There's big screens that you could see what's going on with the trivia. And then we've got a radio station that you could tune into to have that on also while everything's going on. So it's kind of like surround sound in your car, a little bit out of your car, and just being interactive with the DJs and the hosts that are up front.
Yeah, cool. Talk to me a little bit about the food and stuff that you guys have available and kind of how that works.
Sure. Yeah, so we have local food trucks that come. Some venues may have, um, vendors that they deal with that will just kind of hop on and say, hey, can we borrow your vendors? But for the most part, we do look for and source local food trucks. It's also on our website that if there's anyone who, you know, I know food trucks are fiending to get back out there as well,
Hmm.
for events and so yeah, they can go on our website and look up how they can join and help us out.
Yeah. Talk to me a little bit about some of the. I saw that you had like the specific movies that are more for an older audience, but talk to me also about some of the kids options that you have and kind of why it was important for you to offer those as well.
Yeah, and man, just right now the times that we're in, I know parents need a break. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I'm sure kids kind of want to get out and be around other kids, the ones who are kind of like really, really locked down in their house. And so on Saturdays is like a kid social where I've experienced it. It's really great. The kids have their headphones on,
Mhm.
and the parents are tuning into the radio station, giving the kids the headphones so they can kind of really, really enjoy themselves. And then the DJ is just like really going in with them, playing games with them, playing songs. I heard like Frozen being played,
Mhm.
like he's just really tuning in with the kids, and it's just like a really cool sight to see. We do allow them to get out their car a little for that. Again, we have the DJ say, keep your mask on. The
Mhm.
parents are right there with them, making sure they're distancing okay, but they're out dancing in their cars and stuff. It's just really cool to see right now, especially at during these times. It's good
Yeah,
to see.
yeah. I guess lastly, I guess kind of would what has the overall response been so far to what you guys have been doing?
It's been really good. We've gotten a lot of feedback, a lot of people telling their friends word of mouth. We've got all the lists of the cities that we're going to be going to, as long as we can,
Mhm.
with everything that's going on, as long as there's no shutdowns, we're going to keep pushing. And so the feedback's been really good. And people have kind of like reached out to their friends and told them it's coming to your city. So, lock down and go to it if you
Yeah.
can. So it's been really good feedback. We get local comedians too for the comedy night, which is usually on a Wednesday night. So if you're trying to get out and like laugh a little, people miss comedy. So I advise everyone to come out, do a date night if you have to for the movie night. You can see the movie schedules online too to see what we're playing.
Yeah.
Some of them are throwbacks. Like we recently showed like The Purge or Grease,
Mhm.
but people get into it.
Yeah.
We showed Grease and people like came dressed up like they were from the movie. So
Yeah.
it's just a cool little break in between what's going on, and just to kind of get back out there and just encourage it for everybody to go and experience it for themselves.
Awesome. Cool. And what again,
Yeah.
lastly, just what's the website where everyone can check everything out at?
Yeah, even on social media, it's the Parking Lot Social, and our website's www.parkinglotsocial.com.
Perfect. All right. Great. Well, I think that's all I have for you. Thanks so much for your time.
Had a Knicks jersey.
It's a Suns jersey.